Over 9,000 ordered since midnight. In this show alone, we've had 4,000 ordered. We are going to take you for the last time in the kitchen with David through our today's special value from Rastelli's. They are beloved, and I use that word with the full length of its description because they are here at QVC. Rastelli's is our #1 selling food brand. They have been awarded, and I hope they've reinforced their shelves, 49 Customer Choice Food Awards. They're nominated for another 25 this year. They do the best burgers, the best hot dogs, the best chicken, and the best pork. Not just here at QVC, but anywhere, because they are a family business that's provided to some of the most amazing spaces around the world. But most importantly, care most about your freezer, my freezer. And we're filling our freezer today. It is the only time all year we do our fill our freezer today special value. Every other time we've even offered it, it has sold out. You're not choosing. Customers have said, oh, well, wait, do I have to do that? No. You get 10 burgers, you get 10 hot dogs, you get 8 chicken breasts, and you get 6 of the beautiful ribeye pork steaks, boneless, obviously. All of that for $149.98. Our price is going to be great in the future, and our price alone is $32 more. Imagine if you were buying just 10 of the gourmet burgers, just 10 of the gourmet dogs. Where would you be sitting? You're at $4.41. You've been watching it all day. I know your mouth is watering. So here's the only thing you have to decide. What week do you want it shipped to you? I'm with you if you're saying, now, can Ray and Jane drive it over to my house tonight? Well, no, but it can be there very, very quickly, and it ships out fresh to you because these are literally made just for QVC and only here. That's a choice. So you want it now, get it now. And please add auto delivery because this price goes up at the end of the day. And when you see auto delivery option, that means you lock into the price, you lock into the free shipping on this one, you lock into the 5 easy payments of $30. And yes, in fall, in winter, in spring, and summer, 1 year guaranteed. So sorry, my water is in the way. I shall move it. But let's talk about what's happening in the ship date. So right now, if you want it right now, tell a representative, put it in your cart, click checkout, tap the app, go to QVC.com. If you want July 28th, we have 2,900 remaining. We've sold 4,000 in the show. We have a big gourmet holiday coming up next. Some of these ship dates might not be there by 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And I know you get busy. So if you're watching us now, get it now. And then last but not least, the final ship date, there are 3, is going to be August 25th. 1,500 left. So if that's going to be for that big end of summer hurrah, if that's going to be for the fall get-togethers in September, Ray Rastelli is joining us. And when your family name is on it, it means more than anything, doesn't it, Ray?
It does, Jane. It's so good to be here with you.
Thank you. Well, you're our family favorite.
Well, we appreciate that. And bringing this freezer filler pack is really, really important to us because not only does it give you the ability to fill that freezer for all of your guests who are going to just happen to pop over, but we're able to give you a price that's going to last for an entire year. And I think it's so important. We all know where the market's going. We all understand it. But I wanted to start with the burger. This happens to be my favorite burger because it's made out of ribeye. So you think about, my favorite steak. It's that ribeye steak made from the prime rib. Well, that's what this burger is actually made from. That beautiful ribeye steak. And in addition, we add in some chuck blend to that. So what you're seeing there is marbling that just gives you the juices in that burger. This burger is also, Jane's, the largest burger we make at 5.33 ounces. But I want to show you, it's great as a burger. How about if we just want to cut it like a steak? So how about if I just take it and I cut it like a beautiful piece of steak?
I might take an end piece. Can
yes,
I do that?
There you go.
Also, we don't talk enough about the Rastelli seasoning. I told you this before. My husband made your burgers one time, and they were delicious. They were amazing. And then the next time he made the burgers, he made it with the Rastelli seasoning, and we were all like, oh my gosh, what did you do to this burger? I mean, we just gloss over that, but it really is worth the price of admission.
And you are getting that seasoning with that burger, and you can use that seasoning actually on everything. But on a burger, isn't that just, it's tender, right?
It's
when you
so
see the
good.
juiciness, you're going to get the flavor. But here's the reason why it's so tender and why it plumps. The traditional burger cooks from the outside, right? Because it's so hard pressed together, so you get burned on the outside and sometimes raw on the inside. With our burger, it's actually folded together. The meat is folded together to make the very, very loose knit. so it steams from the inside out. You take that burger right out of the package from frozen, drop it on your grill, and in about 4 to 5 minutes, you're going to see that moisture on top. You take that seasoning that Jane just spoke about, drop it on top, flip it over, and in about another 4 to 5 minutes, look what happens. The burger actually plumps. And what's inside that burger? Well, let me show you what's inside that burger one more time. This burger's been sitting here for a few minutes, but it's not going to actually leave this burger because, remember, it's all inside that burger.
Oh.
And that's all that marbling from that ribeye steak that gives you that burger. So
this is a multiple napkin moment.
Yes,
you know, you
yes,
might want to have some at the ready. My buddy Jared and me, we're kind of messy when we eat. We don't care. And also, I'm somebody that likes to put everything in the kitchen sink. On my burger, you name it, I'll put it. Just having that by itself. And I know a lot of my friends are eating the burger without the bun.
Yes.
And so this is that moment. And honestly, I'm going to challenge you. Don't put anything on it. Just eat it as is. But get this while we have it. I mean, in this day and age, to say I'm going to have gourmet protein for $4.41 per meal. Nobody's doing that, right? Nowhere.
And 28 grams of protein inside of one of these burgers. And these burgers are big. To give you an idea, 5.33 ounces is 3 times the size of that burger you get at that drive-thru. That's how big this burger is.
And you're spending $4.41 for this. By the way, since midnight, we've had over 9,000 ordered. You're getting the best of the best here at QVC when you get Rastelli's. And we only do this once a year. The price will go up at the end of this day. Meaning, if you decide tomorrow to say, you know what, I should have done that, it saves you trips to the store. I've gone to the store to buy things and they're sold out.
Yes.
Many times I've gone to get chicken breast and guess what? They don't have any. They just have the pounded thin or they only have the one on the bone. And I'm like, oh, come on. And it's not Rastelli's. So like there's so many reasons to have this. And how long will it stay fresh in our freezer?
It'll stay in your freezer for 12 months because each piece is individually vacuum packed, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit.
So even somebody living alone gets 34 dinners
34
over the next year for $4.41. So maybe they'll to ship to a grandmother or a great grandfather or somebody that's going to move into their own apartment off of college campus.
What a wonderful gift.
What are they going to eat? They're going to eat the best.
Yes. So let's go to our pork prime rib steak. So this comes from our pork prime rib. That means these are the prime rib of pork, and of course what we do is we take off the bone, we take all of the fat off the outside, and then we cut these beautiful prime rib steaks. Now I want you to see again how moist this is. Now this is pork. People don't believe that pork is actually this moist, that it could be this juicy, this tender. Now how tender is, I'm going to drop the knife and I'm going to show you, Jane, with my fork. Here's as thick as this steak is. I'm just going to go right through the center.
I think we have a chef lurking in the background.
I thought I saw Jeremy over there, and you know,
I got the eyes from Jeremy.
Can I use this one?
Yes, I was going to say, why don't you do that?
Okay, okay. Because I've had your pork chop before, and a friend of mine owns a restaurant here in Westchester. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes,
okay,
I do.
I'll say PHS Prime, best steakhouse, and the best thing they have is a pork chop from Rastelli's. I have not had your ribeye, right? Oh. I mean. Do you know, and don't take this wrong, you don't even need teeth to eat that. I'm telling you, my grandpa would have loved this.
Yes.
And it is so tender and juicy and delicious.
It is. It's just...
I mean, I'm a ribeye steak guy, but I would cross over and eat that.
That's what a lot of people say. They don't realize they're eating a piece of pork. This is pork ribeye, and it's from the Pennsylvania Dutch Amish country. So this is pork that's really taken care of very, very well.
Thank you.
Thank you,
that
Chef.
Was so
good seeing you.
All right, I'm going to get the rest. Whatever.
I mean, we just need you for every presentation. Just don't go home today. And easy to prepare. We talked about from frozen for the burgers, right?
Yes.
How about this?
So these you want to go ahead and make fresh. You want to let them thaw out. They're going to be individually vacuum packed, so they'll thaw out in literally in about an hour. But if you get in a pinch,
an hour? Yes, oh my gosh!
In a pinch, I take that vacuum package. I just drop it in cold water and let the water run off 5 minutes. It's thawed out.
And you're ready to go.
Then you open the package up, you go ahead and cook your pork ribeye steak. So you can treat it like a steak, you can treat it like a pork chop, you can do a schnitzel. I actually did a schnitzel here. And if you take a look at how beautiful this is, put a little bit of that white country gravy on top. You know what?
Oh, man.
And again, you're getting 6 of them. They're large, they're 6 ounces, and they are not There's not any fat on them.
And then
at
the
all.
protein that we've been talking about all day long as well.
29 grams of protein.
29 grams
on
of
that.
protein.
Yep.
And here's the thing, we all love chicken breast because it's easy to prepare and everything, but guess what? It's dry. Sometimes there's stuff in it that we don't like chewing through.
That's
and
right.
so if you've never had a gourmet chicken breast from the family, we'll run the video that has like not only provided for the best restaurants in
Yes.
town and around the world, but definitely to your customers. I mean, this is what Rastelli's is all about that we're showing on the screen right now.
That's our butcher shop, you know, and that for the past 50 years, that's where folks come to visit me, and I get the opportunity to help feed people's families, and I get to understand what they like and actually what they don't like. But the pork ribeye steak and now this antibiotic-free, steroid-free, hormone-free chicken has been a fan favorite. And if you take a look at this breast, I want you to see how moist this is. The reason you're getting that moisture is because this is antibiotic-free, steroid-free, hormone-free chicken. It's free-ranging and it's air-chilled, so it's not water-chilled like that supermarket chicken is.
And I never even knew what that was until you taught me.
And water-chilled is basically they take that breast when it's raw and they dip it in ice-cold water with ice, and all that does is soaks up all that water. And you know who's paying for that? You are, right?
Is that why when you get it out of the package, sometimes it's a little, I'm going to use the word slimy, if you know what I mean?
And then on the bottom of that package,
Yeah.
that little diaper there, it's called a diaper, that soaks up all the water that you're paying for, right?
That's
here. Not here,
No diapers
no.
necessary. I mean,
No,
you guys,
no.
if you're watching for a reason, if you cook for a crowd or you cook for one, if you're a big eater and you're not a big eater, I mean, this literally is for everybody. It's why it sells out every single time. It is a today's special value. We just crossed, congratulations, the 10,000th order.
Oh my goodness.
And before we move to the hot dogs, which has literally been the fan favorite today, I'm going to bring you back over here and talk about what you're getting, because it is a today and today only price. The price goes up at the end of the day. All fresh in your freezer for a year. It is in my freezer, ready to go. We've already sampled the burgers and the dogs. And like I said, if you want to share it with a neighbor or a friend, you can, but you won't want to, because this is freezer fresh for 1 year, and it's $4.41 a dinner. Imagine coming home and getting a beautiful pork dinner that our friend Chef Jeremy just talked about. His famous friends that have a famous restaurant, they go to Rastelli's for their meats and their pork. There's 6 of those ribeye pork steaks. Behind that are 8 of the trimmed, antibiotic-free chicken breasts, not that gross, slimy stuff with a diaper. I will never get over that. But the way that you want to eat your chicken, the best dog in the business, you guys. I was supposed to take a bite. I ate an entire one. It's basically like a dog and a half. How many times have I pulled off the end of the hot dog bun and thrown it away because there's no hot dog
Doesn't
there?
fill it, yes.
Oh my gosh, it is so, 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 so good. And then the most famous burgers in the business. All of these are award-winning foods. The company has won over 49 Customer Choice Food Awards thanks to you. And it's today and today only at this price. Let's talk about what you choose. Nothing here, you get everything. And I'll show you back here in the refrigerator. You don't need a lot of room. If you say, well, and here we even got kind of fancy. We put some in the bottom, right? We have some in the middle, and we just put them all together, and we put the hot dogs on top. So I have a small shelf. We can adjust the shelves in these refrigerators. That's all you need.
That's simple.
You just need that. That's all you need. Half of a shelf in your refrigerator. But let's talk about the ship dates, because the first choice is, for me, always the best, because you're going to be doing that right now. And if your mouth is watering, do that. We also have a ship date of July 28th. But with 10,000 ordered since midnight, there's only 2,800 remaining. And then we go to August 25th, and that's where I'm worried, because you're going into a big gourmet holiday.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
1,300 left. Okay. Chef Richard Roman is, you got the chefs.
Oh,
you got the chefs
Chef.
today.
I was waiting patiently over there. My mouth,
dog?
I was salad hot dog.
Oh, dude, it's the best you've ever
Let
had.
you make whatever way you
okay,
like.
okay, okay.
Right?
So
Well, how do you do it?
I'm just a classic with the relish and then a little bit of mustard.
Okay.
I like a little bit of, although I don't think this dog needs much because it tastes so good.
It really
I have
doesn't.
To be honest, I've had it before, but you know, I got to make sure that you're I got quality control.
Sure.
Quality control on set, please.
Quality control, and I got to tell you, the juiciness. Let me get to this. Oh,
Yeah,
my gosh.
wait till you see the
Wait a
juice.
second.
Look at his face. I need another one, but I already had one.
It's all black Angus.
Oh my God.
That's the key, right? There's no mystery meat. It's
Can I hug
real.
you?
It's
Can I hug
real
you, man?
black Angus. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like
you.
the
Oh my
best hot
Thank
dog in
you.
the world, right?
Unbelievable. So juicy.
Best hot
Thank
dog
you.
in the world. I mean, and it's so funny because I think with the chicken, the burgers will make sense to a lot of us being gourmet and from you. But a lot of us like, oh, I can get chicken breasts at the store. I can get a hot dog at the No, this is beyond next level. It is so, so good.
It is. And each of these items has its very, very significant reason for it. Now, the hot dogs are what I call Frankfurter